Ensure the surveyors have marked out the grid line for the first row of props. Adjust all of the Airodek props and temporary props to the approximate length required. This will be the floor-to-ceiling height minus 170 mm. Check that there is a minimum of 5 threads available on the prop outer to allow the collar to be wound down during striking. Ensure that the stepped prop pins are engaged correctly and are not in their notched struck positions. Add an Airodek crown to the top of each prop and connect using a rapid shore sleeve clip. Starting from a corner, lay the first pair of Airodek props with crowns horizontal on the slab, with their bases in their approximate final position along the setting out line. Join the props with a spacing gate. Set the upper rail of the gate in line with the paint band on the props. Tighten the connection by sliding the clamps down the prop and lightly secure with a hammer. Ensure the gate is orientated the correct way up and the correct way round so that the spacing gate legs can be fitted. Raise the assembled pair of props and attach a pair of spacing gate legs to the spacing gate, either one each side of the gate, or to the same side as the panels will be erected where there is a wall. Adjust the position of this first assembly to suit the setting out of the prop grid. The assembly should now be stable. Lift an Airodek panel and hang the top end on the crown claws. Rotate the lower end of the panel part way up by hand and engage the claw of the Airodek temporary prop in the rectangular cutout in the end of the panel frame. Complete the raising of the panel using the temporary prop and support just above soffit level. Ensure that the locking tab of the claw is engaged and the temporary prop is at an angle of approximately 25 degrees to prevent the base from sliding. Place an Airodek prop under the free corner of the first panel. Ensure the panel frame engages with the seating on the Airodek crown. Install a spacing gate. Install a fourth Airodek prop and stabilize with a spacing gate and spacing gate legs. Place a second panel on the crowns. Raise the panel as before and support with a second temporary prop. Install an Airodek prop with crown under the front of the first and second panels. Remove the temporary prop from the first panel. As erection of the first row of panels progresses, check the position and squareness of the prop grid and adjust as required. Spacing gates are required at 5.4 meter centers in each direction. This corresponds to every sixth bay in the 900 mm pitch direction. Once this additional spacing gate has been installed, all except the first and last spacing gates and legs installed on the first row may be removed. Continue this sequence to complete the soffit, positioning spacing gates at 5.4 meter centers in each direction to ensure stability. Check the level of the soffit as each row of panels is erected to minimize gaps between panels. Carry out minor adjustments as required by rotation of the Airodek prop collars. Where there is a column, continue the erection of the Airodek prop and panels around this until the basic erection sequence is complete. Add infills around columns and the perimeter of the soffit as shown on the RMD Kwikform drawing supplied. Infills should be constructed using the Airodek 1800 and 900 mm infill beams. The lower infill beams locate directly onto the claws of the crown, with the upper infill beam sitting perpendicular to and supported by the lower beam. The infill is completed with 18 mm thick plywood. Install Airodek handrail sockets to any open edges as required. Fix rapid shore standards with either ledges and toe boards or ultra-guard barriers as edge protection. Provide barriers and warning notices to prevent access to incomplete sections of the soffit.